Alrighty. Hello to my senior lovely ladies. Okay. So what we're doing in this series here is finding out how to get you all unstuck. Okay. Yeah, so hang on. Whew, excuse me, what? I've been drinking. But yeah, so we're gonna do all the signs how to get you guys unstuck. I've been trying this new formula where I don't get as much of the underlying issue, so I can only go back so far in the deck to find out what the underlying issue is in your situation. But it's quicker. Let me tell you what I prayed for. I prayed for the messages to be accurate, important, or helpful, quick, and leave you happy or at least satisfied with some understanding. So let's get right to it. Starting with Aries, senior Aries females. Let's see how to get you unstuck, my darling. Senior Aries females. Let's see what God wants to tell you. Getting you unstuck. Senior Aries females. All right, so how to get you unstuck? You need to stop trying to change people. Even if you see the better path forward, you can share your views and then leave them. It's up to them whether they want to take your good advice or not. So God says, make no judgments. So how this is explained in the book is allowing yourself to have your own opinions and allowing others to have theirs as well. And realize that the fact that their opinion is different to yours doesn't mean that it's invalid, and likewise yours, because yours is different to them, it doesn't mean that yours is invalid. The thing is, God has made us see things how we see things for its own purpose. Okay, so if somebody sees something one way, then they're meant to see it that way until they're ready to change, you know. So what may be right for you and right to you may not be right for someone else or right to someone else. So what I'm going to do is get this information from the book because they put it together so nicely. Make no judgments. Yeah, it came up before in another reading, so that's why I remember where it is. So it says, make no judgments, right? It says, are you struggling with a person with whom you disagree? Are you feeling threatened or annoyed by the unsettling behavior of someone near you? Are you struggling with an individual who you feel might be less enlightened than you? Your soul is alerting you to review your relationship in a more neutral light. It says your divine energy is calling you to refrain from judging others. Don't perceive another as wrong simply because they don't share your point of view. Allow for differences without making this a battle. And it says your divine invitation. Open your mind and heart and understand that each person has their own path, but that ultimately all roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to success. I don't know about Rome, but you know, it's the same. So, yeah, success for you is different to success for somebody else. So it says, ultimately, all roads lead to Rome. Then it says, stop viewing the world through the subjective lens of right and wrong. And don't attempt to force your views upon others. Listen to your higher self, while at the same time, respectfully allowing others to do the same. Who knows? You might even learn something. Yeah. You can pause and read it for yourself if you can see. So yeah, So that's basically what it is. So you are trying to get people on the right track. You want people to see things how you see things, but everybody's not meant to see things the way that you see things. So to get you unstuck is for you to be you and let others be them. And then when your personalities collide, then you find your way around it and you keep going on your merry way and send them on theirs. Okay? The underlying issue is you saying no and speaking up. Yeah, so it's like sometimes don't even speak up, just leave them alone and do you. All right, so claim your art. One reader, I heard her clarify, or she described this card as claiming what you've made, and I feel like that applies to you in this sense. So life is what you make it. All right, if you try to change others, then it will backfire on you. All right, they'll think you're nosy, they'll say why don't you mind her business and blah blah blah. All right, so just do you and don't worry about other people. If you want to share your point of view, share it once, maybe twice, and that's it. If they choose to ignore you or whatever after that, keep going about your business and don't you worry about them. Okay, they're not your problem and you're not their problem. So if you have an addiction to doing so, please try and get over trying to help people. Okay, not everybody who cries actually want help. Okay, so that's how to get you unstuck. You're focusing too much on others. It's time for you to just focus on your lovely self, right? All right, so that is you. So next we have Taurus. Senior Taurus ladies, what does God want to tell you about getting unstuck? Let's see what God wants to tell you. Getting you unstuck, senior Taurus ladies. Yeah. So we have the chemistry card came out. But before I get too excited for you, it was kind of in the reverse. Let's just see what the energy is, which way it's meant to be. Okay, feels like it. Ooh, so you're feeling the hearts for somebody. And they for you. It says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. The underlying issue is you making the effort. So you're feeling a vibe for someone, but you're not doing anything because God is telling you very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So God is like, you're the one who's stopping yourself because you're choosing not to act upon your I don't know what the word is. Like something's kind of pushing you, something is luring you towards somebody. You like them. You like him. Well, I'd like to assume it's a him. In this world today, only God knows. But you like this person. So yeah, so God said just you need to decide what you want to do. And if it's a yes, then you shall have your heart's desire. That says keep an open mind and flirt. Ooh, okay, wait. So we have unrequited love coming in. And then we have attraction. You deserve love. Let's see what that is saying. Because I don't know how this unrequited love just drop in there like that. Okay. So you're feeling chemistry with someone. The underlying issue is you making the effort. Keep an open mind, flirt. But then it's unrequited. Then we have attraction. And we have you deserve love, so free yourself. And then we have release your ex. Your expectations of giving. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting here is you were feeling someone and you decided to make the effort to show this person how you felt. However, this person decided that they don't want to play this with you. They're not interested. Okay, but God wants you to know that you deserve love. It says attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So accept this no. Don't fight against the fact that this person said no. So, all right, you don't want me, fine. But you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Then we have you deserve love. So unfortunately, you threw out your fishing line and the fish didn't want to bite. Let that one go and keep searching because you deserve love. So God says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So even though this person said no, it's like you were kind of still hooked on them. Okay. And then we have release your ex, which is your expectations in this case. It says the time has come to clear your energy and take back control of your life. When it comes to you giving this relationship a chance, God is saying, don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. And we got religious factors coming in. Respect yourself and forgive yourself because we got forgiving and learning coming in next. And stay optimistic. That one wasn't for you, and only God knows why God kept the door locked on that one. Okay? So God is saying you need to free yourself from this here chemistry that you've been feeling with someone, because it don't make no sense you're investing in someone who does not want to invest in you. Okay, so God may be protecting you from what you don't see in this case. So be grateful. You can even talk to God and find out why it's a no. You might be surprised the answer that you get, but just know that it's a no. And there's someone better for you out there because you deserve love. All right. So moving on, Gemini, senior Gemini ladies. Let's see. So how do we get you unstuck? Gemini, senior Gemini. Okay. Gemini ladies, what does God want you to know about how to get you unstuck? So these cards are coming out kind of wild. What's going on? Okay. Correcting your mistakes. That's why. Okay. Okay. So what God wants you to know is face your adversities. So you messed up. Just make an apology. If they don't want to hear it, it's no longer your karma. I'll explain. Just wait. So we got face your adversities. Then we have speak up. And then we have say no coming in with that. So how to get you unstuck. Face your adversities. So your adversities is anything that's blocking you from gaining success in whatever way you've been trying to get that success. Okay? So God says speak up and say no. So say no when you need to say no. Okay? Don't be afraid to say no. So the underlying issue, we have correct your mistakes, being open to love, taking the lead, engaging higher reason. Then we have admit your vulnerabilities coming. So, what am I getting from this? Okay, so you're a very accommodating person, Gemini. God is saying every time is not the right time to be accommodating. Okay? You need to say no sometimes and not feel bad about it as well. Because at the end of the day, you have needs as well. You have obligations as well. And the question is, when you are in need, is there anybody that you can call on? So if people are not afraid to say no to you, I can't do that, or I can't help you, then you shouldn't be afraid to say no. And maybe they actually can't help you, or they can't do that. It's not everybody who's willing to bend over backwards to bless someone, but you seem to be the type to be willing to bend over backwards to bless people. It's a noble thing to do, but it's not always the wisest thing to do, okay? So you have to keep an eye on your goals, your ambitions, and then you'll be able to fit things around there. I'm not saying that you should never veer off course to bless someone, but you're doing it too much. Life is about balance, okay? Do all things in moderation, right? So yeah, it's good to be nice, but not always, because then what happens to you? You're stuck. Energy that you're putting out to bless other people, you could have been using it on yourself. Time that you're putting out to bless other people, and money, you know what I mean, to bless other people, you could have been using it on your own endeavors, which is what you were supposed to be doing, okay? But however, you can step outside of your ambitions to bless someone from time to time, not as much as you're doing it, okay? So God is saying, correct your mistakes and be open to love. Take the lead. I feel the openness to love that you need here is the love of yourself. Because taking the lead and engaging higher reason, you taking the lead, that's all about self. Okay? And admit your vulnerabilities. So we all need people sometimes, and this is why it's good to come outside of your ambitions to help people from time to time, because you're setting good karma out into the universe when you're doing that. But just know that the people that you bless may not be the ones who are called to bless you back. Okay? So all the things that you have done in the past, it is there for you to collect. The blessings are there for you to collect in the future. But God wants you to know that you keep investing too much into people and not enough into self. Okay? So that's how to get yourself unstuck. There should be a balance between selflessness and selfishness. Okay? So that's your homework, to find that balance between the two, and your life will become a lot more balanced. Alright? So moving on to senior Cancer females. But before I do, let me take a little sip of my drink. Okay. So getting you unstuck, senior Cancer females. What does God want to tell you? Let's see. All right. Senior Cancer females, getting you unstuck. What does God want to tell you? Okay. Man-made rain. Somebody made you cry. Oh, because they're unearthly, so they don't have no balance. Ooh, they're pests. Okay, let's see what's the matter here. That's the underlying issue. All right. Okay. So we have man-made wildfire, and we have economy, and then we have God. Man-made wildfire. So wildfire is something that is hard to control, and we have the economy. So economy is all about money. So the money situation is just flippity floppity. There's no stability. Yeah, there's no stability. Let's see, we got insect or land, man-made dis-ease. So man has been effing up. So God has to step in. Okay, so how to get you unstuck? Only God can get you unstuck. That's basically what is being said here. Because man made rain to unearthly beings, so they mess things up, being pests and creating distress. Man-made diseases creating distress to what is supposed to be fruitful, because land vegetation is fruitful. You know, your fruit is the food is your medicine and all these things. Okay, so something that's supposed to be healthy, they've just destabilized everything. So let's see what else God wants to tell you. Oh, now we got God made dis-ease coming in, unemployment. So God is right up in this here. So it's like since they want to mess it up, it's like God is like, let's go all the way then, shall we? All right, let's see what else God wants to tell you. But only God can fix this here. That's what it's saying so far. But that can't be all that God wants to tell you, you know. So let's see. What else do you want to tell senior Cancer females, please? Okay. Yeah, it's a big problem. So this problem is beyond human repair. So your problem is financial. Because people are being greedy and pesky. So God says, since y'all want to mess it up, let me finish messing it all the way up for you. Alright, let's see what else God wants to tell you, Cancer. It's actually punishment. So God is the lack of money is actually a punishment from God. So did you have a hand in the destabilization, Cancer? You have a mystery card. silence. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Sincerely apologize. So that's what God wants to tell you. So you did have a hand in the destabilization. The underlying issue, we have listen to them and then decide for yourself. So you were influenced by someone to do this. Instead of using your own initiative and taking your own path, yeah, you were bullied. So you were bullied into doing it. But you did it. So now you do have to pay the price. Let's see what the mystery card is. Get a part-time job. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So the thing is about being the master of your own fate, okay? So now you can't blame these people who told you to do this or who quote unquote made you do it. Sometimes if it comes to being deleted or disrespecting your soul's journey, it's better you take a deletion. Let's just put it like that. So there's no excuse, okay? Fear is not an excuse for disrespecting your soul's journey. Fear is not an excuse for acting outside of your character. Sometimes it's better that you take the harder way out. And that's the noble thing to do, believe it or not. That's why they talk about taking up your cross. Okay? Take up your cross and walk with me. Sometimes that's what we're meant to do. We're not meant to always take the easy way out because you think nobody knows. What happens in the dark always come to the light. Okay? So next we have Leo. So senior Leo ladies, how do we get you unstuck? Okay. Oh, you too? So we have God. And the underlying issue here is unemployment. Man-made wildfire to the economy. We got the sun, and I heard coming to light. The information is gonna be highlighted with the star. Oh Lord. Disintegrate tribe. So y'all are gonna break up. Stars, shadow government. So your secret society is about to crumble, okay? Cancer had the same message, all right? So there's a breaking down of the economy, unemployment, okay? Or a tampering with people's incomes. And that is coming to the light. That's what the Sun card says. The information will be highlighted. What's on microchips? Information will be highlighted. Stars shine. Okay, that information will be coming to the forefront, and it's going to disintegrate or destroy your secret group. Your secret group of stars. So you are the stars right now, but God is about to shine the light on your darkness. Okay? Shadow government. And the card that came out for you is just God. Okay? So, how to get you unstuck? God wanted to tell you what was going on. God wants you to know that it sees what's happening. Alright, so obviously there must be another message for you as well. So what do you want to say to Leo, please, Most High? God told Cancer to get a part-time job. Yeah. What? It's nothing for me to laugh. How many times have you been laughing at the people that you've been making to suffer? It's just karma. You know, don't be offended. We didn't see you when you were laughing at us or whoever you were, whoever it is that you were tormenting through their finances. We didn't see when you were laughing at us, but I imagine you were enjoying it while you were doing it. So now it's time to pay the price, you know. So, yeah. Don't be offended by me laughing. I make no apologies. Today for you, tomorrow for me, you know. C'est la vie. So you and Cancer so far has been getting up to shenanigans. Life is a gift to live as you please. This is what you chose. So hey, you know, no disrespect to you. That's the whole point of life. But the rule said, and ye harm none, do as ye will. You see, so God was trying to save us by giving us that creed. God says, harm none, but do whatever you want. But I'd imagine you harmed a lot financially. So you broke the rule. So God has to step in. Obviously. Because God is the helper of the helpless, you know. The father of the fatherless, the mother of the motherless, the voice of the voiceless. So, what else does God want to tell you? God wants you to stand up for yourself, Leo. And learn from the wisest elders. Okay? Right now, wisdom is more precious than gold for you. Okay? The underlying issue, God says, what are you great at? Perhaps you were good at doing this, but God wants you to eat healthy food. That means make healthy decisions. Just because you're great at doing it doesn't mean that you should express yourself in that way because you wanted to fit in. Okay? When God gives us our gifts, we're actually meant to use it wisely. Hence, spend quality time with your grandparents. Learn from your wisest elders. Okay? So, you have skills, you're intelligent, and so on, but you're using that in a negative way. And that's where there's a problem. We have who is she? And then God says, keep calm and carry on. So it don't matter who she is. You need to keep calm and carry on. Maybe the she is me. God says you need to drink more water, which means be more compassionate. Get more into your soul. Put the shoe on the other foot. Don't be wrong and strong, because that's not how the rules go. God says, and ye harm none, do as ye will. You're not here to harm people. You're not here to be an immature guardian. You had power and you abused it. But God wants you to stand up for yourself right now by getting in touch with the wisest people around you, because you need them right now. Because if you don't get taken to court here in the physical realm, just know that in the spiritual realm, there'll be a big court case, obviously, regarding this. Nobody escapes ever. So people who commit crimes who do not suffer by the laws of the land, they suffer by the laws of the universe. That's how life works. All right? So we could stop lying to ourselves and face the truth, or keep lying to yourselves and keep suffering. You have been very naughty. So, Virgo, senior ladies, let's see how to get you unstuck. Virgo. How do we get Virgo unstuck? Please, Most High. So the card we have to come out for you is disappointed, but it was in the reverse. So let's see what energy is actually meant to be in this reading. It feels right this way. Disappointed. So you're disappointed. God says start over. The underlying issue is a blank card. So you're disappointed about starting over? We have killer, stupid, and bothered, and frightened. You are really worried about starting over. Virgo. It's because of your age, is it? I hope not, because age, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you take care of yourself, okay? I know they taught us to think that once we become a certain age, we're close to the grave, we're close to death. It's all lies, okay? They tell us that because it works for them. The society, these people who run this society, they've been preaching those lies to us and programming us with these lies from God knows when. But when we read the Bible, we see that people like Adam was alive for like 960 years. How could somebody stay alive for that long? And how much longer than that could mankind actually stay alive? They lied to us. We're not taking care of ourselves properly, and that's the reason why we die so early. 100 years is nothing. Sarah in the Bible had her child at 100 years old. Why is it that when we hit 40, we accept the fact that we go through menopause? What is that? Who's lying? Be careful what you choose to believe in this society. Being given the opportunity to start over is a wonderful opportunity. Now all the things that you've learned in your past, you can actually apply them to this new chapter of your life. Do you know how many new chapters you have had in your life up until now? This is just another one. Don't watch your age. Don't allow yourself to live according to that programming. It's lies and it's destructive. The enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. They come to kill your joy, steal your joy, destroy your joy. That's where they start. Kill your will, steal your will, destroy your will. Because everything starts in the mind. So if your mind is healthy, then it will reflect on the rest of your life. So right now it's time for you to start to work on your mind. This disappointed energy, that causes stress, and stress is what takes us to the grave. It don't matter how old you are. Stress causes the whole body to malfunction. You produce negative chemicals when you're in this negative state. When you're in a positive state, you produce positive chemicals. And those are healing chemicals to the body. Negative chemicals are destructive chemicals. So your state of mind is where your healing begins, physically and mentally. It all starts in the mind. And I know I'm young, but age doesn't matter. I've been paying attention to this stuff since I've ever known myself. Okay? And God said a child shall lead the way. So I am the child that's leading the way for you, and there's another child that's going to come and lead the way for me. And I've seen that happen already. So don't watch my age. Listen to what I'm telling you. And decide if I'm talking nonsense or if I'm telling the truth. You can Google how old was Adam, how old was Abraham. How many people you think are walking up and down in society, and they're probably like 300 years old, but they can't tell you that because our mind isn't programmed to accept that or acknowledge that. If somebody tell you that they're 300 years old, you might laugh, especially if they look like this. But the reality is God created the vegetation and all the other elements to promote healing and regeneration of the human body. That's why we have something called medicine. Medicine comes from roots and leaves and flowers and seeds and animal produce, and they're all used, but because we know so little, we perish for a lack of knowledge. So my dear, starting over is actually a very good gift. You don't need to be frightened and bothered and stupid while you're using all your energy. Because God says it's stupid. It's stupid being frightened and bothered and all these things. While you're using all your energy and your time to feel these emotions, that same energy could have been being put out there in a positive light. So you have two paths. It's for you to choose. You could use your energy to be this, or you could turn them all upside down and be the opposite. So the opposite of bothered is unbothered. The opposite of frightened is calm, peaceful, going with the flow. Be open to this new start that God is giving you, because it is a gift, contrary to what society has taught us to believe. It doesn't matter if you're 102. Start over and be grateful. Let people see you and say, you're 102. That's a lie. You don't look 102. That's how it's supposed to be. Wrinkles come from lack of exercise. If you exercise, your muscles, they expand, and therefore the skin over the muscles expand, and wrinkles disappear. So if you're retired and you're spending your time sitting down on your couch in front of a TV, if you spend like 60-70% of your time sitting down watching TV, or sitting down reading books, or sitting down, that's how you're killing yourself. That's how you're making yourself look old. If you spend your time frowning and being disappointed and sad, like your reading is saying, that's how your face becomes old. The more you smile, the more you use your muscles, and the skin is pulled straight over the muscles, thereby eliminating wrinkles. Exercise is very important to the maintenance of youth. I hope you're getting the message. So it's not for you to be sad and disappointed. It's for you to glorify in the fact that you have a new beginning. Use it wisely. Make it what you've always wanted it to be. And I'm going to let God talk to you one more time. What else you want to say to Virgo, please? What's your last word for Virgo in this reading? So that was me sharing with you what I've learned. Now I'm going to let God talk to you. Because you need to hear from God. There's a reading I did for you seniors that was talking about God, the collective message. God was encouraging you guys to go out and have sex. And there's a part in the reading where God said, I didn't teach you not to have sex when you get to a certain age. They lied. They tell you not to do it, and they put my name at the back of it, but I never told you not to have sex when you get to a certain age. Life is meant for living. You should check it out. It's the seniors collective reading. I did it probably about 2-3 weeks ago. Check the playlist. If you go onto the playlist, I made a playlist with the seniors, the youngers, and the adults. So check out the seniors collective reading. And God said something about February as well. So God is encouraging you guys to live. It don't matter how old you are. Find yourself a boyfriend or a companion. Live. When he starts to stress you, kick him out. Nobody got time for that. Not even when you're young. Shit. You're here to help to make my life better, not worse. So yeah, find yourself a little companion. And if he gets on your nerves, kick his ass to the curb. Say, this is not going the way how I want it to go. And I don't have time or energy that I want to dedicate to this. You got to go. Thank you for your time. It's been great up until now. So we have stand up for yourself, but it came out in the reverse. Let's see how it's actually meant to be in this reading. Yes, it's meant to be in the upright. Yeah, so God wants you to stand up for yourself. I'm hearing take charge. The underlying issue is the junk food you've been eating. Junk food being things that's not serving you. Junk food doesn't promote health or long life. It doesn't promote, well, it kind of make you feel good, don't it? But it kills you quickly. Even junk information, it doesn't promote long life. Gossip is sweet, but how does it like benefit your life? You know, so whether you want to talk about psychological junk food or physical junk food, it's all me. Need some proper food. Yeah, eating junk food, it's not going well. So be careful of what you believe. You need to spend quality time with your grandparents, because you know grandparents have that wisdom. They have that experience, and therefore they have wisdom. Okay? And if you have grandparents still alive at this age, then you definitely need to learn a few things from them. But not everything. And show gratitude. So don't be disappointed and sad about this starting over. You need to look outside your immediate circle for answers to people like me. Because I'm not in your immediate circle. Meaning I don't think the way that you guys think. I've been programmed to see things differently. And I believe that how I've been programmed to see things is the truth. Because how come some people live until they're 115, 132, and others only make it to 80 or 90, or even 40 or 50 or 70? And when we get to 132, does it mean that we have to look like raisins or prunes, dried prunes? I don't think so. I believe that we should continue to look after our health. Because what I realize is a normal trend is when we get to like 40 and 50, we stop doing so many things that we used to do that used to keep us fit. It don't matter how much hours you work, you should always find time to exercise because the body needs it. If you don't move it, you're going to lose it. God says there is always a way. Start with what you know or have and the rest will flow in. So the first thing you have to do is choose to believe that this new opportunity, this starting over opportunity is actually a good thing. Make the best of it and you're going to see the treasures that you find on this path, in this chapter of your late life. 70 years is nothing. 80 years is nothing. 100 years is nothing. 110, that's nothing. God says God and its delegates are protecting you. God is protecting you and guiding you, you know. And there's a time to speak and a time to be quiet. So right now you should be actually quiet and listening to what we're telling you. And then start making moves, positive moves. Put yourself in a positive mindset. Stop, breathe and say, okay, let's try this. I'm going to try it your way. Yeah, tell God I'm going to try it your way. And if this thing doesn't work, then I know you're fake. And I can guarantee you, God's not going to disappoint you. So good luck, Virgo. All right, senior Libra ladies. Let's see. How do we get you unstuck, senior Libra ladies? This deck is so big. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Oh boy. So, senior Libra ladies, getting you unstuck. What does God want to tell you? Ooh, self-sabotage at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. It says spiritual teacher. It says you're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher, Libra. So you know a lot. You know a lot that need to be shared. Okay? Because right now we're in a time of guidance. So how to get you unstuck? So that means you have a lot of students actually waiting for you then, Libra. But you've been ignoring them. Why? Oh, self-sabotage. Okay, my bad. Okay, it says, you may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way, Libra. There's a... Listen. Supply and demand. Counseling sessions. Get paid for your time. Rent need to pay. You need to collect money for your grandkids. Just so that you guys can go out and enjoy some, I don't know, a park or some good dinners or take them to one of them fun playhouse places. You need to make money. So right now, there's a demand for what you have a large supply of. You have a large supply of spiritual knowledge, and there's a demand for what you have. Now, my thing is, because I'm in the same position as you, I'm a Libra as well. So my thing is, instead of doing one-on-ones and doing it for free, I do what I do. I charge them money and I go about my business and they go about their business. If they choose not to listen to me, if they choose not to take my advice, then that has nothing to do with me. I got what I needed from this deal. So do with the knowledge what you will. So instead of, because I used to talk to people for free, I used to spend time one-on-one, and I realized that wasn't working because a lot of the times I'm not talking to people who are open to the wisdom that I've come to share. So what I did was start doing it online. So first I started doing it on Facebook, and then now I'm doing it on YouTube. So that way, doing it on the World Wide Web means that people from all over the world can find your message. Okay, so look into these avenues of delivering your message. All right, and you have to train yourself to let go, because it's not everybody who cry actually want help. Some people just like to cry. So this is the reason why it's good to get paid for your time, your energy. Okay, so that once you've done what you have to do, then they can go about their business. So how to get you unstuck is for you to start fulfilling your role of spiritual teacher. Choose whatever avenue you choose, whatever avenue you desire to make that happen. But God is holding you up because you're meant to teach. And what I find about teaching is that in teaching, we also learn a lot. Because by me doing these readings, it's actually giving me a chance to understand God better, understand humans better, understand myself better. It's giving me the opportunity to be more gentle with myself, because the same way that I put out that information to teach you guys to be gentle and forgiving towards yourself, is like now I can actually hear myself when I'm in trouble, and I apply those lessons to me, because I'm the type of person to be harder on myself than I am on other people. So it has actually stopped me from being that way. So I am getting blessed by being a spiritual teacher as well. So do answer the calling, but work with the universe so that you can work out what's the best direction for you to go in with fulfilling this task. Okay, because God wants to use you as a voice, okay, to share the magic touch. All right, it says you are accessing true magic from deep within. So God wants you to get back. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. This is not the word that's important to you. It's this part. Because your obsession right now is running away from being a spiritual teacher. But it's time to awaken to the fact that you are an energy healer, and you need to have unwavering faith in this situation. Don't doubt it. God created you this way. Okay, and God didn't give you all these blessings for you to keep them to yourself, because there's more blessings out there for you. So by emptying some of these blessings into someone else, you will open the door for more blessings to come in to you. Okay, and that will get you unstuck. All right, Libra, so good luck with that. So next we have Scorpio, senior Scorpio ladies, getting you unstuck. All right. So what does God want you to know, Scorpio? Getting you unstuck. Okay, so we have self-love, time to lighten up, and universal mind. Okay, so let's read you what these cards are saying. At the bottom of the deck, we have energy healer. So the self-love card says, you are learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your ability to love yourself. Okay. Then the time to lighten up card says, you may be taking life too seriously. And then the universal mind card says, you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Okay, so Scorpio, you're being way too hard on yourself. That's your issue right now. God wants you to be kinder to yourself. Self-love and lighten up. God says, if you think I'm upset with you for something, I am not. Because when we make mistakes in life, God forgives us immediately. What holds us up is us forgiving ourselves. And the thing is, we weren't sent to this realm with instructions on how to behave and how to be perfect and things like that. This is actually like a school where we're actually learning as we live. And what does that mean? That means until we know, we simply don't know. And what does that mean? That means when we don't know, there's a lot of space for us to mess up. There's a lot of space for us to make wrong decisions. And even if somebody's telling us the right decisions to make, if we choose not to believe their word or take heed, then we're gonna mess up. So what's the big deal? You know, it's like you need to be easier on yourself because you didn't know any better. You're just trying to survive and trying to be a winner in this world like everybody else. And however life has taught you to perceive the winning path, that's exactly what you lived by until you learned better. So if you're seeing things differently now, then it's because this is the time that you're supposed to see things differently. However, if you've already done things in the past that you're not proud of, you were meant to do those things in the past because you didn't know any better. You see the mathematics? So God is like, whatever it is, you just need to let it go and move on. Be at peace with yourself. Only you can give that to yourself. Because like I said, people can talk until they're blue in their face. If you choose not to believe them, then you're simply going to choose not to believe them. And your life will not change because you're holding on to the same way of thinking. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way of seeing things. Different coordinates take you to a different destination. But if you're being who you've always been, you're going to get what you've always gotten. You understand? So it's time to lighten up. You need some more fun in your life. You need to find where the groups are. Go out, take yourself out. Go and enjoy some life. Buy yourself some nice clothes. Get a part-time job. Start living again. Go swimming. Go ride some bikes. You know, do some stuff. And if you've been inactive for a long time, start slow to build back up your strength. Because if you don't move your body, you're gonna lose it. And if you haven't been using it, then you have to start slow, building it back up, programming it to know that, yeah, we're not done. We still have work to do. Because you know when you haven't exercised for a long time and you exercise, it hurts a lot. So you want to go gently, okay? Don't overdo it because you don't need all that pain the next day. If you do it slowly, you'll build back up your strength, your flexibility. Your youth will start to return to you because you've begun living again. See the mathematics? I hope you do. So yeah, so energy healer. It's about you healing yourself from all those things from your past. Inner child. This card says you are currently healing old emotional wounds. So it's about letting go. Let it go. God is giving you permission to lighten up. God wants to see you happy. So that's why God is sending this information your way. God says it's time. Now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. So that's talking about your physical environment and your spiritual environment. Your spiritual environment being the things that you choose to believe, the rules that you have chosen to live by, the truths that you've been allowing yourself to be governed by for all these years. Maybe it's time for a change because it's not working. Okay? Then we have intuition coming in. It says you are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. And that's important because people can talk to you, but you within yourself need to see what they're saying. And when the information is coming to you straight from divine, straight to you, whether it's through dreams or just a thought that pop into your head, you need to be able to be discerning and see, you know what, this actually makes sense. Because you're a natural born leader. So you're holding yourself back. And by being a natural born leader and holding yourself back, that means that you're holding so many other people back. Because your clan, your crew, your group, your soul family that you're supposed to be guiding, they have no guide. Because you're over here with your panties in a bunch. But let me tell you what I've learned about blessing others. When we bless others, we ourselves get blessings in ways that we didn't predict or even envision it would happen. So the blessings that you're seeking for, they are out there in all the people that you're neglecting by being sad. You need to snap out of your sadness, start living again. You're needed. And by putting yourself where you're needed, you will also get what you need in return. Okay? So, that's how to get yourself unstuck, Scorpio. Alright? Your soul family is waiting on you. All those you were made to lead and guide and bless, they're waiting on you with your blessings as your payment. Whether it's the laughs that you get from them, whether it's the connections, business connections, or, you know, your blessings out there waiting for you. Your smiles are out there waiting for you. So, Sagittarius, senior Sagittarius ladies, how to get you unstuck. I need to go turn off my stove. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so how do we get you unstuck, Sagittarius? Alright, so we have man-made tornado, but it was in the reverse, so let's see the energy. Okay, it's in the upright. So, excuse me, man-made tornado. So you're caught up. The underlying issue is man-made wildfire. So man has been a big problem in your life. Humanity. Regarding the economy. So your money. So they're creating problems for your money. We got ice. The economy is cold, empty. So we got land animal, God made drought. Okay, so God is behind this. So God is using the people to create this atmosphere for you. Because land animal instinct. It's like being what's the word? Undisciplined, lacking in self-control. So for this behavior, God put these people in your life. Whoever created this madness to your money. Okay? So your problem is your behavior. Man-made tornado. What's a tornado? A tornado is a natural disaster, but this one is man-made. This isn't God-made. So you've just been doing this, and you've been picking up whatever you want. You do this, go wherever you want, pick up. That's like the Tasmanian devil. You pick up what you want, you take what you want, you fling it here. You animal behavior. Survival instincts. But while you're doing that, you're creating torment for everybody else. There was no order to your behavior. No respectable order. Okay? You didn't consider other people. So let's see what God wants to tell you. So how do we get you unstuck? First of all, you have to pay attention to your behavior. What energy are you putting out? But what do you want to tell Sagittarius, please, Most High? So in all your getting, you've just been doing it anyhow. You don't care who you have to step on, who you hurt, how you go about getting it. You've just been doing what you have to do for yourself. So God has put a stop to it by creating a wildfire in your life. But basically, God has disrupted operations, so to speak. Okay? Because you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Alright, let's see what else God wants to tell you. I heard you better ask somebody. Yeah, immature guardians. So you are being taught all the wrong things by those you looked up to. So yeah, you were looking up to some people, immature guardians. They were immature and they were giving you junk food to eat. That means teaching you nonsense. From a psychological perspective, junk food would be knowledge that doesn't work in your best interest. And that is the reason why it is not going well for you right now. So we got Sagittarius, Cancer, and Leo women. You're all kind of going through the same thing right now. Okay, so what God wants to tell you last is for you to be yourself. So you, in all this tornado behavior, was not being yourself. You were not being yourself at all. You were being who these people taught you to be. And that's the reason why you're caught up right now. Okay? So God wants you to be yourself and learn from the wisest elders. So you need to reprogram your mind. Learn the right way of doing things, because there is the law of the land and there is the law of the universe. So whereas these people may be able to protect you from the law of the land, they cannot protect you from the law of the universe. And the law of the universe trumps the law of the land. So your wisest elders just may not be someone who is actually older than you. But when you hear sense, you need to learn how to recognize it. They can protect you from the law of the land, but they cannot protect you from the universal laws. Okay? So God's advice to you is for you to be yourself and learn from the wisest elders. All right. God says, what are you great at? That's where you should be putting your energy in when it comes to your financial situation. God has given all of us talents. Know yourself and express yourself. Express the God within you. Express the goddess within you. God has made all of us exceptional. What is exceptional about you? Focus on that. If you want money, use that. All right, moving on. Senior Capricorn ladies, let's see. How do we get you unstuck? Capricorn, what does God want to tell you? It's never too late, Capricorn. Go for your dreams, Capricorn. That's what God wants to tell you. The reason why you're stuck is because you're not doing what you've been called to do. You're not following the desires of your heart. You're not following your natural talent. The reason why God gave you certain heightened abilities when it comes to certain things is because that's what you were meant to do. You're not doing that thing, and that's the reason why your life is lackluster. That's the reason why you haven't been making the kind of progress that you would have or should have. Okay, and it's never too late. The underlying issue is you need to raise your vibration. So you need to start believing. You need to start commanding your powers to be or to do that thing which you've naturally found within you. What are your talents? Raise your vibration. Nurture yourself first. So that's the issue here. And then you'll be able to count your blessings. So the reason why you are not happy right now, the reason why you're stuck right now, is because you've been putting everybody else's opinions and thoughts about your life first. You've been too accommodating. You've been hiding your light, probably to make them feel better about themselves. It's hard work being great because it comes with a lot of hate. It comes with destruction. When we start stepping into our true purpose, it shakes up our whole life, because some people can handle our light and some people can't. Some people can handle our shine and some people just can't handle our shine because they've always known us to just be little old Capricorn or little old Libra. For you to now suddenly become like a superstar, or for you to have heightened your value in any way, it's like jealousy starts setting in, especially if they're not living in their purpose. So then you need to start dealing with other people because those relationships are going to become very tumultuous. You understand? So God is saying you need to go for your dreams if you want to be happy, if you want to become unstuck. And you need to admit your vulnerabilities, because the truth of the matter is nobody wants to lose relationships that they've had for many years. Okay, once we've settled ourselves into a kind of lifestyle that we have come to love, at least if you love it, like say 90% of it, but the only thing is missing is you going for your dreams, then it's kind of hard to sacrifice that in order for you to go for your dreams. But the thing is, whilst you're stopping yourself from going for your dreams, you're not encouraging anybody else from your group to go for their dreams either. So you need to lead out. Somebody needs to lead out. It's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a challenging feat to overcome, but it can be done, especially with the help of the Most High. And God is the one who is encouraging you to go for your dreams. So obviously God is not going to take you out in the middle of the ocean and leave you out there all by yourself. Okay, so you need to trust in the divine, and once you start going for your dreams, some of your people you will inspire to go for their dreams too, because that's very inspirational. And you'll have more reasons to smile until your face hurt. Okay, so God says engage higher reason and take the lead. Precisely. I don't think I need to say any more. That's exactly what I just told you. God said let go and enjoy. So once you start taking the lead, anything that's trying to leave your life, my love, let it go. Anything and anyone that's trying to make your life difficult in ways that you see is unnecessary, let them go, so that you can focus on going for your dreams. Because while you're holding on to those people who want to stop you because your glow up is making them uncomfortable, you are ignoring those who are ordained to be inspired by your greatness. Okay? So what's more important to you? For you to put your light out and keep these friendships that aren't with people who aren't really doing much with their life? Or do you want to be an inspiration not only to those who will be inspired by you going for your dreams, but some of these people who will at first be angry at you? Some of them will get over their anger and learn to respect the fact that you have the courage to do something that most people at your stage of life don't have the courage to do. So God wants you to take the lead. Okay? Let go and enjoy. Alright? God is about to do a new thing in you if you will allow it to. Alright, my darling? So that's how you get unstuck. So as long as you choose not to go for your dreams, you're going to stay stuck. As well as your people around you. And what if these people whose what if your friends or family who you're trying not to make feel bad about themselves, what if one of them decide to go after their dream? What if one of your friends decide to just, you know what, I'm going back to college, 70 years old. Yeah, I'm going back to college to study whatever it is that they're great at. I want to start a business, 70 years old. That's what God wants to do for you. But it's hard being the first, okay? So you have to be ready. You have to stay prayed up. You have to really let the universe be your partner, okay? So that you could get those downloads, whether in your sleep or from TV or videos or whatever. Because you're going to have to learn how to deal with you actually going after your dreams and the emotions of others, because your people are going to be going through all kind of emotions. They're going to have all kind of opinions, and a lot of people are going to be naysayers in your life and all of that. You have to be ready, so you have to stay prayed up to deal with these things. But God wants to use you as an example to show your people what they can actually achieve even at this stage of their life, right? Live. Moving on, senior Aquarius ladies, let's see, how do we get you unstuck? I feel like there's another message in this deck for you. But the card we have to come out for you so far is Earthly Being. So being an earthly being is being someone who is stable. Someone who is balanced. The underlying issue is a man-made volcanic eruption. So somebody has disrupted your life. This could be you. Some kind of disruption has come into your life. And it's bad. Oh my God, it's bad, bad. Bacteria and virus. You know those aren't things to play with. So they're very small. Whatever this disruption is, it's very small, but it's very destructive. So you can't see it with the naked eye. But they're making you cry. It's making you sad. Man-made rain. So, okay, so Aquarius. So it's like you're a target. You're being targeted because they say you're too cool. You're too peaceful. You're too happy. You're too balanced. Yeah, people do that. Unfortunately, there's always someone to come and spoil the party. Okay? Yeah, so because you're so peaceful, they decide to bring all sorts of destruction in your life because they want to throw you off your square, Aquarius. Yeah, civil servants. So they're taking actions to do that. That's like their job. Water animal, yeah. So they're here to behave like animals to make you cry. In these times, modern or recent. Yeah. We got DNA manipulation. So they've been really going at it. Let's see what God wants to tell you. That's horrible. But it's okay. Just calm down. Calm down. What else do you want to share with Aquarius, please, Most High? Okay, yeah, because I was saying there is another message in this deck for you. And I've been guided to this one too. So let's see what God wants to share with you from this deck first. I can feel it. These people are horrible. So just because you're calm, just because you got your stuff together, just because you're at peace, you know what I'm saying? It's like Aquarius is too peaceful. Let's fuck her shit up. That's how you know they don't have no life. They don't got nothing else better to do than destroy other people's peace. That's crazy. But you know, God never gives us more than we can bear. And if God allow it to happen to you, there's a divine reason for it. Yeah. So yeah, we already know this. So man-made tornado. So they're doing it so that they can unearth you. See? You're too earthly, so they want to unearthly you. Ooh, but then we have God made dis-ease coming in. And then we have God made drought. So Ooh, okay. So God is about to cut that off. So God is the only one who can help you. Land animal. They're gonna be crying. Okay, so God is about to make them busy. They'll be trying to govern their energy. Okay, so good news. So God is about to step in and give them some trouble of their own. Land animal, somebody who's in a land animal energy, someone who is in their primal energy. Okay, this card comes through as survival instinct kind of energy. So they done pissed off the wrong people, and God is about to set some real animals on them. And then we have the sea coming in. What sea? Salt water, crying. Okay, so these people are gonna bring tears to their eyes, and they're gonna be trying so hard to manage their energy, government and energy. So they're gonna be trying so hard to manage the energy that they won't have time. Look, because of these man-made clouds, so that they're gonna be blocked. They won't have time to pay attention to you in a moment. Okay, so they trouble you now. God is about to trouble them. Woo. All right, let's see the last message. God is like, oh, you want to be a bully, huh? Okay. All right. And you're probably the type that love God, or at least try to be the best type of human that you could possibly be, and they're messing with somebody like you. You were bait. God was using you as bait. Because I'm sure you're not the only one that they've ever done this to. So people like that, God tend to use as bait, because it's like, all right, you don't mess with the wrong one. You see, if you were a person who was already destabilized or unstable, then their karma wouldn't be so bad. But if you're a person who put good energy out into the universe, then the universe goes really hard when it comes to protecting you or bringing you justice. Okay, so you're about to get peace back in your life. They don't have nothing else better to do with themselves. Well, God say, all right, and since you don't have nothing else better to do with yourself than to go around and make humble, innocent people life disastrous, let's bring you some trouble so you have something to do then, yeah? Okay. You got too much time on your hands. I love it. Okay, so we have they been kind to you? The underlying issue is spending quality time with siblings. And we have doing drugs. God says listen to them and then decide for yourself. Okay? Because they are being immature. Okay? They're leading you, because parents lead. They're leading you down the wrong road. So, yeah. We have be kind to them. And then God says, are you holding yourself back? So you want to indulge, but God says you need to think first and then act. Okay? So if you've been so frustrated with this situation and you got people close to you, whether it's like blood family or just good friends or whatever, who are getting up to naughty shenanigans, God is like, no. That's not the direction that you want to take. Okay, that's not gonna help you. All right. And plus, now that you know that God is about to fix this case for you by giving these idiots some bigger troubles to worry about that they don't have time to make your life misery. Yeah, you definitely don't need to be turned into any unsavory behavior, okay, to soothe yourself, because it doesn't make a difference. After you do the drugs and you go back home, these people are still on your ass, and you'll have to be dealing with them high. So you're not even in a proper state of mind. That's just gonna make you feel worse. Yeah. So that's your message, Aquarius. God says, I got you. I'm about to make these fools so busy that they don't have time to study you. Now don't you go off making any silly decisions in the meantime. Just stay cool, do what you've been doing, find some other better things to do with your time if you want to add some things to your schedule. Okay? Right. So, Pisces, senior Pisces ladies, let's just see. Getting you unstuck. What's God's message for you? Okay, we have 2 different decks calling out. Getting you unstuck. Senior Pisces ladies, what does God want to tell you? Okay, so we have grieve your losses, Pisces. God says just let it go. Take some time and cry if you want to, and then just let it go. Okay, so getting you unstuck. That's God's advice to you. Just grieve your losses. Let it go. Cry if you want to, scream if you want to, grieve however you grieve, but then let that shit go and move on. The underlying issue is you making no judgments. So making no judgments means that you allow people to think how they want to think while you also reflect on your truth. So people may not understand why you're grieving, but that's none of your business. You don't have to worry about how other people see you. You know how you're hurting. Okay? You pay attention to how you're hurting and don't worry about people who are telling you that your crying is invalid, or don't worry about people who want you to believe that you're wasting your time or energy feeling how you feel. You know how you feel. So be true to your feelings. And God says accept what is dying. So something or someone is about to leave your life, and people around you seem to think that you shouldn't feel bad about it. That's none of their business. You feel how you feel about what you feel it about. Okay? So accept what is dying, and this is a wake-up call. So whatever it is that's leaving your life is actually a wake-up call for you to be more decisive about shining your light. So I'm hearing don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Okay? We have ask with sincerity. So perhaps you need to put a prayer in there. Talk to God and get God to come on board with you and whatever endeavors you're choosing to take a bold step forward with, or take a bold step forward to do. Ask with sincerity. So you're not on your own. You don't have to do this by yourself. You can start to develop your relationship with your guide, your guardian angels, or God, or the divine, or whatever you choose to call it. It's time for you to start to develop your relationship so that it can help you to strengthen your gifts. So there's brilliance within you, and you're feeling like, I don't want to waste my life anymore. I don't want to waste my talents anymore by keeping them to myself. I want to be able to look back and be proud of what I've accomplished. I want to look back and see that I've actually lived, you know. So God is giving you an opportunity to do that. However, sadly, there's something or someone that's leaving your life right now. So getting you unstuck, this could actually be your old way of thinking as well, where you're wanting to be somebody different. Okay, so perhaps these people who are judging you are saying you're too old to do this and you're too old to do that, and what do you look like going back to college at 70, or them kind of foolish comments shit. I look inspirational. That's how I look. I look like I could tell some people that you can do it too without actually opening my mouth and telling them that. Okay? If you want to get back into the gym, I look inspirational going to the gym, taking care of my health, because look at what I can do and you can't. Something like that. Yeah, so they're telling you, they're being like naysayers in your life and wanting you to change your direction when you know you need a change. You need to reassess your situation and think things through and do something different. And it's just because they probably don't have the courage to do what you have the courage to do, or say what you have the courage to say, why they have so much negativity to say about it. So that's the only reason why they're opposing your ideas. But God says, begin to explore, my darling, and love yourself. And refine your attention. Just block them out. They don't matter. Follow your heart. Yeah. Block them out. Retreat. Right. And imagine solutions. Exactly. So instead of thinking about the nonsense that they're saying to you, their nay comments, you think about your yes comments and how you can actually make this thing work and be happy doing it. Express your joy. Okay? Be an inspiration. Yeah. Choose your friends wisely. Yeah, you don't need that type of, you don't need their negativity in your life, especially when there's a situation where you believe in yourself. It's like, if I believe in myself that I can do something, who are you to tell me I can't? Eh? You're measuring me by your own yardstick. Say you can't. Don't hate. Congratulate. Alright, Pisces. So that is the message that we have for you. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. And I do wish you guys the best going forward. Until next time, my lovelies. God bless you. Bye-bye.